Hi everyone, my name is Vincent Go. Welcome to this new Substance Designer 5 tutorial. Today we are going to continue the normal map rotator series. So this is the third part, and this is something that I'm adding because during this stream one artist asked me if it was possible actually to use the rotate normal map node with an FX map, meaning using one normal map input as a pattern and make sure to rotate all the pattern accordingly to rotate and to change the color of the pattern accordingly to the rotation. So after a few tests I managed to do it, so I'm going to do it with you. So first of all, in order to start with this tutorial, you need to do the two previous ones, of course. If not, you won't have this pixel processor node, which is actually what is rotating the normal map. For example, here if I move it, you see that the color is changed accordingly. So you have to build this node in order to make this tutorial. And second, you also need to have some basics of the FX map, how it works. I made two video tutorials about it to make graphs. They are a bit long, but they are, I think, quite useful if you want to understand how the FX map works. So in case you know all this stuff and you have done the two previous tutorial, we can now start. So let's go. So basically we are going to start just where we stopped in the two previous tutorial. So I just duplicated, I took this, this graph and I duplicated it. So that's where we are. So as you see, you have a bitmap plugged into the pixel processor, which look like this, in case you don't remember. And this is where the input rotation and color recalculation is done. If you don't know this, once again, it means that you haven't done the previous tutorial, so you have to do it. So right now what we're going to do is use this input as a pattern in an FX map. So let's first make an FX map where we're going to plug the input, the normal map as an input, and we're also going to create a uniform color with a neutral normal map color, which value is 127, 127, 255, and you plug it as a background. And now you select the FX map and you can do Ctrl E in order to enter inside. So you have this quadrant that we're going to use directly. I won't make a complex FX map, it's just for us to understand. So first I'm going to select this, I'm going to do spacebar and create an iterate node that I put at the end. It's not completely necessary, but I'm more used to that. And now we have these iterate maps, and we go to the quadrant. So this is what will be the output, but first it's going to read the nodes before, so I'm going to put two quadrants like this. And to do like this, like plugging everything, I just held Control. So now I go to the first quadrant, which is this one, and I'm going to say that the pattern is the input image. So right now what I'm going to do is making sure this is selected. Okay, this is, and you see that we have everything selected. As you can see now, I'm just going to check something inside my quadrant. You see, now this, as you see, the normal map doesn't have the good color. I guess it's because the alpha here is not exactly how we want, so we're going to check that now. So we're going to use a channel split, RGBA split, no, not this one, like that, and isolate let's look, and I'm going to take an histogram scan here, because I suppose actually the alpha seems to be fine, so it may come from somewhere else. I will have to check. Let's see that, because I can change the position here, but as we can see, it's already the alpha is right. So the problem is in the FX map. So I delete this, and if we go inside, it should be blending. Sorry, blending somewhere. So let's see, add sub, maybe max. Okay, it was that. So actually it's the max, the blending mode, which wasn't the right one. So we put it to max, and as you see right now, it's blending properly with the background. So now we are going to create a bit of randomness inside. So once again, if you've seen the FX map tutorial that I did, you know what I'm going to do, but basically I'm going to create some randomness with functions. So I go to the top parameter, because from this parameter I can control all the other parameter thanks to the function, and it's more handy this way. So first what I want to do is to make sure that we are going to affect the rotation randomly. So what I'm going to do is going here, I'm going to create an empty function, and I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to create a float, a get float, sorry, here, which will be our rotation. So I'm going to call it rotation random, and I'm going to copy it in memory by doing Ctrl+C, because we are going to use it outside of it. So I go back here, and right now I go to the color luminosity, and I create an empty function once again. So first what we are going to do is to create a float for, which will be actually our output of the luminosity. But what we want to do is to output the luminosity without affecting it, and to control the random as well. So first I create what we call a sequence node, where I will plug my my luminosity. So as you see, I put 0001 for the one is the alpha. I set as outputs, and maybe let me check. Okay, so it works, but maybe we have to put everything to, yeah, you see I have to put everything to 1. So actually we don't change anything there. Then the sequence node allow you to output two settings at the same time. So what we are going to do is to create first a constant float that we are going to set to 1, and then we are going to create a random node here. Basically, right now this random is going to randomize between 0 and the float value here, so between 0 and 1. And then I'm going to create a set variable that we are going to set in order to set the rotation random. And here we go. So in theory, let's see if it works. In theory it should work. So we have our rotation, we have our sequence. I'm going to check outside, maybe I have to replug it here. Ah, no, it's because this I have to set it as output. Actually, you see that I have to replug the variable, and I set as output. Okay, so right now you see that you have randomness in the output. You know what? I'm going to go here to improve a bit the quality. So I'm going to put like 124 in order so we get better results. Okay, so as you can see, we have all the patterns which are rotating, but as we said, sadly, we see also that if I plug this as output, we have some problem because the normal map color is broken because we rotate it, so it doesn't correspond anymore to the normal map, the normal direction that we wanted to fake. So right now we have done the first part. What we are going to do right now is first we are going to duplicate this the FX map, which is here, like that, this way. And this time what we are going to plug inside is first we are going to remove, we are going to plug a uniform color once again, but this time it's going to be black. And instead of plugging, so I'm going to use a channel. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this node rescale conversion because it's an atomic node. It's less expensive, and I'm going to put all the channel to black and the alpha to 1. So basically now we have the alpha, and this is what we are going to plug into this. So let me check that. Actually, I'm still going to convert it. I'm going to reconvert it in color. Whoa. Okay. So this I remove, like so. I plug this to rescale. Okay. So right now you can see that you have this and this. Actually, I have a small bug here. I have to find why. Let me check that. No, I know why. Because actually you don't want this, I guess. Ah yes. Because actually the alpha is not taken in account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a RGBA merge like that and plug this way. So basically it's because, well, here we go. Sorry, so I'm going to replug that. Perfect. Don't worry about the color right now. Even if something is weird, I will have to check that. But so basically what we created, we extract the alpha that we used as a color map, and we replug, but we plug the alpha itself to itself. So we have a color map, black and white color map with this mask. Now let's go there. So I go to this one, and first I'm going to check why. Oh, the blending mode is good. The input alpha, maybe multiply, no. Okay, it's the roughness, I guess. Yeah, roughness is fine, and here maybe we have the same problem. Yeah. No, not this one. Whoa. So this global opacity no, but roughness is better. Yeah, you see right now they really go over one of the other, so you really have to think about putting the roughness to 0. So let's continue. So now, right now, what we have is this FX map, which is kind of a mask. As you see, they correspond. But the thing is, first we are going to we want each of them to store the rotation information. So we are going to go inside, Control E, and right now, as you see, all the the function are still stored. And what we want to do is to here we have defined that we have created a random node that actually defines the rotation randomly. What we are going to do is to use it to define the color of each pattern. So to do that, we are going to create, we need to recreate a float form. So we are going to use two vector float tool like that. This one I don't want it to be plugged here. So what we want is to plug the random in the R, G and B value, and here we need the alpha to be 1, so we are going to plug the 1 here. It's a value 1, so I'm going to reuse it. Then we need a vector float for vector float for, where is it? Here we go, to plug this. So basically we are creating an RGBA value here, and you plug it here. And here we go. You see that right now each of the value has a different color. So what I'm going to do now is to go into the FX map here, and first I'm going to reduce the size a bit of my pattern. So 0.5, 0.5, and I'm going to go to the iteration and I'm going to put 2, for example. What I'm going to do as well is to to offset a bit the position randomly in order to get some variation. So to do that, I have the offset here, so it's a vector to float to value. So I'm going to go inside, create an empty function that we are going to use after. I go back here and I'm going to, okay, this I remove. And I'm going to create another sequence. So first control sequence here that I put as output node, and I'm going to create two random nodes, one random, two random. Whoops. But I want them to randomize between 0 and 1, so I plug it to my float 1 here. I'm going to reuse it, and then I do vector float 2 this time, and I set a new variable. So here variable set, and I'm going to call it offset random. I copy it and I go back here. I go to my offset pattern offset here. I create variable get float 2 and I set it to offset random, and finally right click set as output node, and it doesn't work, so I should have forgotten something, I guess. So get float to offset random, this should be good. Let's go back here. If I don't plug it, it cannot work. So right now it works. So you see that we have our mask here with a grayscale grayscale value that is depending according to the rotation value, which is chosen randomly. So now we are done with the FX map. So what we are going to do is first move this a bit away from that, and we are going to reuse our pixel processor that we are going to change a bit. So first I'm going to plug, let's see, we are in output 0, we are going to plug our pattern here, and in output 1 we are going to plug our mask. So let's go inside the pixel processor and I'm going to plug that here. So far it still works because it doesn't do anything with that, but as I don't have any rotation, it doesn't work how we expect. So let's tweak it a bit. First, this time we don't want to rotate ourselves the result because it's rotated by the FX pattern. So we are going to remove all this. So in order to do that, let's make sure we don't forget anything. But basically, this is our sample color. So I'm going to put. I don't want to make anything wrong. So I'm going to start with the other one. It would be more clearer. So first what we want to do is before the rotation was defined by this value, so we are going to replace this by a sampling of the grayscale color. So what we are going to do is starting from this, which is the position of each pixel. So I'm going to create sorry, I just forgot something. Here I want to right now I want to convert this into grayscale. It will be easier. Okay, like this. Now I can go inside. So from this, what I'm going to do is create a sampler, which will be sample gray, like this. And what we want to sample is the input image 1, which is this image. And now what we want to do is to say, okay, right now, just so we see the result, I'm going to select that. Sorry, let me go here, edit. Okay, and so what we are going to do is we're going to plug this sample here. And here you have seen that the image has changed. So right now what we want to do is in theory we don't need all this anymore. So what we just need is to replug this get float into the sample color here, because all these rotation nodes are right now useless, so I delete them. Theory, that's it. So we're going to check that. So basically right now, okay, so I think I'm good. Right now we have we have the get float, which is grabbing the position. We have the sample color and the sample gray. So the sample gray is sending the rotation value stored in the second FX map we did, and this one is just sampling the previous color once, and then here it's what we have done the other time, is just to recalculate the color according to the new angle. And I think it's good right now. Sorry. What we could do as well to make sure we are good, did I change that? Yes, is to create a variable here, outside variable here. So this is useless, and we are going to create one which we are going to call iteration pattern, like this. Okay, it's just to make sure we are going to use it 2 times on the 2 iterate node. So here, actually I made a mistake. First I have to make sure that this is an integer, and, and between 0 and 10 it's good. So iteration pattern, let's go back here, Control E, I select the iterate node, and here I say, hey, you know what, let's control it with iteration pattern, and we'll go to the second one, and we want them to iterate. at the same time, so iteration pattern. Okay, so it should be good now. Let's see that. So I'll go back here. And if I change this, okay, you see that the two of them are updated. Maybe not the best one to see, but you can see that if you compare the FX map this to this, you see that there is some change. Actually, that there is something weird. Okay. It's as if something is not changing. Let me check inside that. Color, grayscale. You see it's that. For some reason. Okay, I know why. It's because here I think I didn't change the size. So let's go inside. Let's see. No, not here. Let's select the quadrant and the pattern size should be at 0.5. Okay. Now we are good in theory. Let's see that I didn't forget anything else. Ending mode max. This is good. Actually, if you want to avoid some artifacts, what you can do as well is make sure that you put to nearest, so you may lose a bit in quality, not that much. Let's try it like this first. So we just put 0.5. I don't think I changed anything else. And let's go back here. Yeah, it was 0.5, so right now it should work properly. I think I forgot something else. Here I changed the position, we are good, but maybe I didn't change it the other way. Quadrant. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit stupid, sorry about that. So the bug was coming from the fact that I didn't create the randomization here. Sorry about that. Vector random. Do it fastly. So I'm just basically redo exactly the same operation. It would have been less stupid to do it before to duplicate the node, but sometimes you do things and you add them after. That's also one of the good things with the Substance Designer, if that you can iterate on it so you can come back. But of course you have to think about not forgetting anything. So I get float 2 on this one, and it should be good. It should be offset pattern. Okay, that didn't move a lot. Should be fine. Did I Just checking that I didn't forget anything here. For sure I forget something. Yes, I know what. It's because if I don't... I think I know why. Now here it should be good. This is set to 1. We have a random with the sequence here. So you may have found the solution before me. Pattern offset should be fine. Okay, for some reason it's not set. Okay, right now it's set. So maybe I typed it wrong, I don't know why. So right now we have what we want. Sorry about that, we lost like maybe 2-3 minutes, but at least it's fixed now. So right now you see that the pattern are properly working and that the color is calculating depending of the angle. So this is exactly what we want. Just checking that. Yeah, you can see it between the previous one, this one and this one. You see that this is the previous one and this is the final one. So basically you really see that the color is really recomputed properly. We may want something a bit with more artifact, but with more precision as well. For example, here you can set to nearest. So you see there is a bit more granularity, but maybe it's better to do this just on the mask. So we have no transparency on the mask. So if I do it here, for example, and you go here and you put to nearest, it may help a bit when, especially when patterns are going one on top of the other. But basically that's it. Right now, as you see, the normal maps are working. In any case, I added a small control to select the number of iterations we want, even if it's more for the example. So that's it for this video. Sorry about that. We have lost like 5 minutes trying to find what's going on. So basically, to summarize, you start from your normal map, you isolate the alpha and you recreate an RGB a color map. You create a first FX map, random FX map here, this way, and at the same time, once you are done with it, you duplicate this FX map and you assign the rotation value inside the grayscale color. Inside the color, you convert to grayscale, and then with the pixel processor, you just remove the rotation information that were there before, and you define the grayscale input as the rotation value to change the color. And that's it. So basically that's what we have. As you see, it works quite well. I hope it has been useful. Once again, sorry for wasting a few minutes of your time, but finally we have the result we want. So I hope it has been useful. Thanks. If you liked it, don't hesitate to reshare it. Thanks and have a nice day.